This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. Welcome to sports. I'm Jared Higgs. Hurricane Irma looking more and more like she'll be having some sort of impact on several islands throughout the Bahamas. Well, the show must go on for now as the New Providence Softball Association continued Women's League play last night. It was the Sunshine Wildcats in the yellow taking on the Johnson Truckers in the blue. This one wasn't even close, the Truckers routing the Wildcats by a final score of 14-4. Getting the win was Diva Burrows, with the loss going to Linda Knowles. Of course, Hurricane Irma will bring out a suspension in league play, and PSA President Henry Dean says Thursday's games are off, and a decision about when to resume will have to be made after the storm's passage.
Similar to last year when we had the hurricane, it wouldn't allow us to play. Any heavy rain, we're in trouble because this field water settles there, and so we just have to put it all off until the water dries up and conditions are conducive of us playing. So we hope for the best.
Well, if Irma isn't too destructive, the men's national softball team will head to the Dominican Republic next Friday. Among the younger players on the team are Richard Bain and Philip Johnson.
Well, the offense has always been there. If you look at the past stats, we have always hit the teams that we played. It's just that the mental errors that we make along the way during the game cost us at the end.
How good is this team?
This team is very good. I mean, the defense, that we've worked on every night, is very good. And the offense, like I say, is superb.
The younger fellas on the team making this trip now, what do you tell them so they could stay focused and not do some of the stuff you did before?
Just come prepared, keep your body in shape, get your rest, and have that mindset that we can win every ball game.
Being one of the youngsters, what are the older fellas like Alcott and Angelo telling you need to do to compete at this level, seeing that you're one of the rookies?
Basically, just keep my head in the game, stay focused, and just don't stray away from what they're telling me.
It's safe to say that most sporting organizations that are active at this time of year will have to put a pause on activities with Hurricane Irma threatening. United FC is no exception. The Angleson-based soccer team is busy getting ready for an October start to the soccer season. Under-17 players Oakland Duncan and Tevin Lewis both played beach soccer with the under-18 national team this summer. Maybe they can spend this brief time away from the field thinking of ways to be better at the sport.
When I think about beach soccer, what comes to mind is your ability to juggle the ball, keep the ball up in the air. The most skillful move in beach soccer, which is the bicycle kick, which takes a while to learn.
Beach soccer, it made me take my time on the ball because I realized I had time around me, space to do all types of stuff. Now I think I might take time on the ball.
Coaches Andy and Nancy Knowles are among the most recognizable faces in Bahamian swimming. And while you'll still find them around the pool deck wearing their Swift Swim Club gear, our Kelsey Johnson tells us some changes are on the way.
Swift Swimming really is a swim school. It's not just a swim club.
The popular swimming organization, which has been around for over 2 decades, is diving into a new direction. Olympian Andy Knowles and his wife Nancy Knowles, both coaches and founders of the Swift Swim School, have decided to scratch the competitive swimming program and make a splash on a national level.
When we talk about dropping our competitive program, that's just one aspect of everything we do. We do a learn to swim program, we do a fitness level program, we do masters swimming, which is adult training, we've done therapy, water aerobics, and competitive swimming. So Swift is not folding up. Swift is still existing as a club. It's just that at this point, because our emphasis with Let's Swim Bahamas in the government school, we won't be going to the regular swim meets with competitive swimming.
The club is a household name in the Bahamas Swimming Federation. In fact, a number of the country's top swimmers who have excelled on the Olympic level, Carifter, and other regional and international meets were trained by Andy and were members of the club.
You know, a lot of them are away at school right now on scholarships and swimming, and they'll be able to continue that on, representing the Bahamas. I don't play as big a role in them, although I worked with a lot of them when they were age group kids coming up through, and now they're away and they represent the Bahamas, at that level. I don't coach them on the day-to-day, but so many of the kids that represent the Bahamas internationally up to the Olympic level I've coached along the way.
And if you're worried about the swimmers not having a home, Andy said there are a lot of options.
Back when we first started Swift, there was maybe like 5 swim clubs, and now there's like 15. So there's so many options out there. We've worked with most of the coaches out there, either worked with us in coaching or swam for me. So there's a lot of good coaches out there, and we've been looking at how everybody can make that transition and the best choice for them.
Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
The Bahamas will send a team to Mexico at the end of September for the CAC Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships. Now, this team features many newcomers to the sport, with many veterans sitting this year out. Despite that, President of the Bahamas Bodybuilding and Fitness Federation, Joel Stubbs, says he still commands the support of the majority of the members.
I think I still have the full support of the whole entire team. Yes, everybody's still on board that I know of. I don't know of anybody that subsiding or figuring the back out. However, our biggest challenge is finance. If the corporate Bahamas can only come and observe and see, what we're trying to do, trying to promote in the world of health and fitness, and be a part of this and help us financially, I can take this federation to another level. I mean, I know the know-hows and how it can be done, but it all takes money to move forward.
And Jonquel Jones was named the WNBA's most improved player. The 6'6" center from Grand Bahama led the league in rebounding this season, on her way to setting the WNBA single-season record with 403 rebounds. Jones and her Connecticut Sun team will start their postseason campaign in a single elimination game this Sunday. And that'll do it for sports. Once again, I'm Jared Higgs. Stay tuned. A check on weather is still to come.